Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
We are extremely pleased that you are here. It is good to come together for the purpose of co-creating. Do you agree?
Yes.
And of course you are knowing exactly and precisely what you are wanting. And you are fantastically enthralled with all of those unfulfilled desires, yes? We always like to throw that in early, because when you reach the place that you can say and really mean, I have unfulfilled desires and I feel great about it, then you've stepped back into the shoes of who you really are. Then you've stepped back into the awareness that you bring from non-physical. Then you remember that you are, that we are, that you are, that we are eternal beings, and that we never get it done, and that it is all about the journey, that it has never been about getting to some fulfilled manifestation or to some destination, that the destinations, the goals, the desires, they all exist to give us all something to focus toward, a summoning point, so to speak, so that you can be the vortex through which the energy that creates worlds flows. Sometimes you stand in a place where there is something that you really, really want, and the reason you know you want it so much is because it's missing. And so you speak words, I want it, I desire it. You write goals. You plan for it. You think you are expecting it. You would like to expect it. But without even meaning to, instead of being a vibrational match to the vibrational essence of your desire, instead you're so fixated on the absence of it that you've achieved vibrational alignment with the absence of the very thing you want. So when you are in vibrational harmony with the absence of something that you want cannot come to you, because law of attraction says you must have like frequencies. You understand that with radios. You don't set your tuner on 98 and expect to get 6:30 a.m. You understand that the frequencies have to match up, and the same thing is true in this vibrational universe. Maybe what throws you off is that you are so manifested. You are so physically focused. You are so flesh, blood, and bone. There's so much to bang around with. And so you forget that you are vibrational beings. You think that you are physically fleshy, bony beings. And you are that, and you are beautiful, we must say. But you are vibrational beings far more than anything else. And so when you begin to understand the vibrational essence of that which you are, then you begin to take control of your own experience. And most importantly, you begin to have more fun in the process. You have guidance, constant, in the form of emotions. And the thing that is so wonderful about the emotions that you feel is that they indicate your vibrational frequency. Your emotions indicate your alignment with source energy. They really indicate only one thing, and that's your connection to source. The more connected you are, the better you feel. The more you've pinched it off, the worse you feel. And you can't really pinch it off. In other words, you cannot disconnect from that which is your source. But the more you are in alignment with that which is your source, then the better you feel. Do you believe that? Are you at the place where you really get it, that your emotions are your indicator? Because once you're there, then you are back in deliberate creative control of your own experience. We've been calling this gathering for some time the science of deliberate creation. But recently we've laid over the top of that a newer, softer, more user-friendly title. We are calling it the art of allowing, because when we call it the science of deliberate creation, your thoughts frighten you. When we say you get what you think about, you say, oh no. I'm afraid of what I've been thinking about. But when we call it the art of allowing, you relax a little bit more, because what the art of allowing really means is, here it is, first time said in this powerful and unique way. The art of allowing means sensing the way I feel and choosing thoughts that feel as good as I can feel from where I am, and therefore allowing the best connection possible for me in this moment with my source. Now, we put some qualifying words in there, and the qualifying words were to feel as good as I can from where I am. Powerful teacher, not long ago, Joseph Campbell, said to you, follow your bliss. And we think those are the best words that any teacher ever offered, because if you can follow your bliss, you will align with who you are, you will fulfill your purpose for being, your energy of source will flow through you constantly, you will thrive in all ways. If you could be in a vibrational alignment with what feels like bliss to you, you have it. Follow your bliss is the epitome of the art of allowing. But law of attraction says, if you're in the mode of depression, you don't have access to bliss. You can't even get a whiff of the vibration of bliss. Even if you are in frustration, you cannot follow your bliss. In other words, the trail's too cold. So when you begin to understand that your emotions are your key to your self-discovered alignment with who you really are, and you really care so much about the way you feel that you begin to choose things to talk about, choose television programs, choose books to read, choose people you hang out with, choose memories, choose things you fantasize. When it becomes really, really important to you that you feel good, what you're actually saying is, I've activated my awareness to my own guidance system, and I'm sniffing out the trail that will lead me eventually, maybe not immediately, to full alignment with who I really am. As you reach for the relief and you find it, then doesn't it follow that there's no place you cannot go? And you know, we've never seen any of you, and we've seen all of you. We've never seen any of you want anything that was for any other reason than you think you will feel better in the finding of it. And when you show yourself that you can take this emotional journey first, then you're free, because the manifestational journey will follow. In other words, once you change your emotion, you've changed your vibration. Better said, once you've changed your vibration, you change the way you feel. But once you change the way you feel, you are a different place unto the universe. You're standing in a different vibrational place. And law of attraction is responding to you differently than only a few minutes ago when you were in depression, or when you were in rage, or when you were in anger, or even when you were in frustration. A little bit of tweaking of the way you feel means you've changed your vibrational stance. And when you change your vibrational stance, everything in your world begins to change. Traffic around you changes. People that you rendezvous with changes. The luck or thrill of life changes. Everything begins to change. From our viewpoint, we have a sort of aerial view. It's like we see all of this stuff lined up outside your door. And here you are beating the drum of something that you do not want, not even realizing that you're doing it. Where when you deliberately start beating a little better feeling drum, and a little better feeling drum, and a little better feeling drum, what begins to happen is all kinds of things that you have been wanting, you now begin to allow into your experience. There is only a stream of well-being that flows, that's all. There is no source of evil. You can disallow the well-being. There is no source of sickness. You can disallow the wellness. In other words, the stream of well-being flows. And as you practice feeling good, but then something really important has to click in. Maybe it will today for you. Maybe it'll take longer. We'll try to help it happen today. You got to get selfish. You got to care how you feel. And you got to care how you feel more than you care about anything else. If you don't care mostly about how you feel, now you don't have access to your own guidance system. And if you don't have access to your own guidance system, then you can't tell what the next logical step is. You can't feel your path. You can't tell which way you're going unless you begin practicing reaching for the relief. We are eager to talk with you about anything that is important to you. There is no order of business in the sense that there is anything off limits. Every question is welcomed. You may discover a comfortable unfolding. In other words, sometimes some questions in the room are better put before others, and so don't feel uncomfortable if you are not called on immediately or ever. This gathering has actually taken place before your physical body's assembled. There are a lot more of us here than there are of you here. Great group. For some reason, a lot of interest here. We have enjoyed this interaction immensely. It is wonderful to come together with those leading-edge creatures like you. You are creative things. You are delicious to feel and to know. Be easy about all of this. We make far, 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 far too much of it. Life is supposed to be good, and if it isn't, then you need to do something about it. You're supposed to feel good, and if you don't, you need to do something about it. You're supposed to adore yourself, and if you don't, you need to do something about it. You're supposed to have fantastic abundance, and if you don't, you need to do something about it. You're supposed to feel vital and alive and clear-minded and flexible. You're supposed to feel really, really good, and if you don't, you need to do something about it. And now, friends, you know exactly what to do. There is great love here for you. We are complete. We are complete.